Recording in progress.
Welcome, everyone, to the June 15th, 2026 regular Board of Aldermen meeting. Would everybody please join with me in saying the Pledge of Allegiance? Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, please.
Alderman Plufka.
Here.
Alderwoman Tice.
Here.
Alderwoman Gold.
Here.
Alderwoman Sims.
Here.
Alderman Lockmiller is absent. Alderman Gould.
Here.
Alderwoman Harder.
Here.
Alderman Meyer.
Here.
Mayor Dimmons, you have a quorum.
Thank you. Next on the agenda is approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes? Any objection to approving the same by acclamation? Seeing none, it will be so approved. Thank you. Brings us down to announcements and appointments. We have one item, and that is the proclamation in recognition of Charles and Raynell Kapfer. So if you two would just please come to the podium there. Perfect. There. I was telling one of your family members, this is one of the fun things that we get to do. This is far better than talking about how to fill potholes. So it is my honor to read the following. Proclamation in recognition of Charles and Raynell Kapfer. Whereas Charles and Raynell Kapfer have proudly called the city of Brentwood home for more than 60 years, and whereas through their many years in Brentwood, Charles and Raynell Kapfer have demonstrated an enduring commitment to education, family, and community service, and whereas Charles Kapfer dedicated 37 years to the Brentwood School District as a respected high school math and industrial arts teacher and assistant football coach, positively influencing generations of students through his leadership, mentorship, and dedication, and whereas Raynell Kapfer faithfully served the Brentwood School District through her work in the district's central office and as a library assistant, helping support students, staff, and families throughout her years of service. And whereas together, Charles and Raynell Kapfer raised 4 children in Brentwood, all of whom attended Mark Twain Elementary School and Brentwood Middle and High School, reflecting the family's deep roots and commitment to the community. And whereas the Kapfers' kindness, dedication, and lasting contributions have touched the lives of countless Brentwood residents and helped strengthen the spirit of the community. And whereas Charles and Raynell Kapfer begin a new chapter in their lives, the city of Brentwood wishes to recognize and celebrate their decades of devotion, service, and love for the Brentwood community. Now, therefore, I, Mayor David Dimmitt, and the Board of Aldermen of the city of Brentwood, Missouri, do hereby honor and recognize Charles and Raynell Kapfer for their extraordinary contributions to the Brentwood community and extend sincere gratitude and best wishes to them and their family. Proclaimed this 15th day of June, 2026, in witness whereof I have hereunto set my hand and caused the seal of the city of Brentwood to be affixed, David Dimmitt. All right, next on the agenda is public hearing. We have none. Citizen comments. Anybody in the public care to address the board? Now is the time to do so. All we ask is that you come to the podium, state your name and your address, and you'll be given up to 3 minutes. Hey, nobody online? Do we need to keep that door open or not? It's okay? All right. Next up is mayor and alderman comments. Mayor's first. I have nothing this meeting. Alderman Plufka.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. There are no specific agenda items to discuss for public safety and no specific department issues, and therefore the June 17th meeting of the Public Safety Committee is canceled. However, lest you think our work is done, we have a couple of things coming up, and I just wanted to share real quick a couple of things that will be on the agenda over the next, probably in the next couple of months. The first, we are going to revisit permit parking with regard to Pine near Brentwood. There's also an effort to place additional flock cameras, install them, and bring them online for the benefit of the Brentwood Police Department. And we've also invited Ladue to present to our Public Safety Committee with regard to their traffic plans, at least, with regard to the quarry development. And that's all coming up in the future. I would, as a final item, ask, as a part of my report, I would make a motion that we direct staff to provide a mailing to just the eastern half of Pine, starting at Brentwood Boulevard, in that block between Brentwood Boulevard and High School Drive, and revisit the question of permitted parking. We did take a vote on this, and it was very divided several months ago. However, I have had a number of phone calls and emails come to my attention. While the library is not available for employees of the veterinary clinic, it seems that it's been a real problem being able to park on Pine. And so I'm asking that we direct staff to provide a mailing to the eastern half of Pine Avenue, to the eastern edge of Brentwood Boulevard, back to the half part of that block, so that we can in July take up the results of that mailing and revisit this question of requiring permit parking in at least that part of Pine Avenue.
I'll second that motion.
Thank you.
Okay. And so the motion is to send out the notices?
Yes, just
Okay.
right.
All right. So a motion,
We talked about it earlier. I think it's between maybe 8 and 15 addresses.
all right. We have a motion and a second on that. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Alderwoman Tice.
The Ways and Means meeting for July will not be on a Thursday night, July 2nd, because of the holiday the next day. And if staff deems it necessary, they will canvass us for a Ways and Means special meeting the following week.
Thank you. Alderwoman Goode.
The next Ward 2 meeting is June 23rd at 6 p.m. at the Rec Center. Hope to see folks there.
Alderwoman Sims.
No report.
Alderman Lockmuir's gone. Alderman Gould.
No report.
Alderwoman Harder.
Yes, Brentwood Forest has their monthly meeting, June 30th at 6 p.m.
And Alderman Meyer.
No report.
Thank you. Brings us down to City Administrator Report. We have 2 items. First up is the presentation of the fiscal year 2025 audit. And I believe Adam Polly is...
With CLA.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Adam Pulley, principal in charge of the audit this year for the city. Hopefully the slides that I have in front of me are up or available, but either way, really only going to be giving a very high level, call it maybe 5 minutes of an update as to where we're at. So I'm on slide 2, page 2, the executive summary. At the end of the day, what we're looking to do is issue an audit opinion over the city's financial statements. An audit opinion being that we are going to issue an opinion on whether the financial statements are free of material misstatement. And along with that, if we have any findings or things of that nature, we would also report those as well. Where we're at this point in time is I've been through my review. It is now undergoing our quality review process this week, and we are anticipating issuing next week. At this point in time, we are anticipating issuing what's known as an unmodified, or in other words, a clean audit opinion. And at this point in time, we do not have any findings or anticipated findings to report. So I'm going to go to the next page. Again, I'm focusing more on the audit pieces, not so much the financial, but that said, the slide with the top where it says key items in 2025. Fund balance for your general fund gets broken down into various different types. We like to report on what the unassigned amount is, and that changed just because there's no restrictions involved with that, things of that nature. Between 24 and 25, there was a decline of $550,000 unassigned fund balance. Now, that said, I'm point that out, but I don't think that's alarming in any nature. I mean, it still covers 5 months worth of general fund expenditures, which is a good spot to be in. Overall fund balance summary, general fund ending the year at about 8.5 million, and your total of all your governmental funds of about nearly 25 million. So, going to the required communications, as I previously mentioned, there are no findings that we are anticipating to report. Besides the financial statements and the audit report, we do also issue what's known as a letter to governance. This is our opportunity to express to the city board, city governance, if there's anything of significance that we need to report. We've outlined a handful of things that go in that letter. For the most part, when there's not a whole lot to report, it tends to be pretty boilerplate. There's a couple yeses in these columns, I guess I would point out real quickly. When there is a yes for uncorrected misstatements, what that represents are items that we came across that are technically appear to be incorrect in the financial statements, but they are not material. So it doesn't result in a finding, thing of that nature. It's just audit standards have us still put it on this letter. That's what those are. And then the only other thing I want to point out is that we do assist the city in helping get the financial statements to be under accounting standards, appropriate accounting standards, but there is safeguards there to make sure that we are independent. We're not effectively auditing our own work, so we help prepare some certain items. Those go through the city's review and approval process before coming back then to our separate audit team that will audit those figures. So other than that, that's really all I had to report and share with everybody. I certainly want to thank management of the city, Michelle and her team and everybody. They've been great to work with. This is actually my first year working with the city, and having kind of hopped in, it certainly felt like that the audit cadence was a pretty well-oiled machine. So certainly appreciate everybody's responsiveness to our audit questions and being on top of things.
Any questions? Yes.
I just want to echo thanks to Adam, Andrew, and Nick from CLA, Michelle and her team, Gina Jarvis, particularly with her history with the city. We had some rough years, and the last 3 years we have gotten the audit completed on time by the June 30th state deadline, and we've gotten it to the rating agencies. So we appreciate your help for the city.
Anyone else? Okay. Thank you so much, Adam.
Thank you. Have a good evening.
Next up, under the city administrator report, is some interesting news about Urban Chestnut.
Indeed, interesting.
Evening. So after a wine and whiskey walk, Urban Chestnut asked to meet with staff to talk about a partnership with Urban Chestnut in Brentwood Park specifically. And while we talked about, maybe something more permanent, they want to kind of see this year sort of a proof of concept. So they'd like to do what they're calling some pop-up events. They're hoping to do it most of the summer. We kind of wanted to make sure it looked okay. So they're looking to do every Wednesday from 4 o'clock to 8 o'clock in the month of July to start. And some nights, they'll just come up, they'll have their truck. They'll also have maybe some seating. And then some nights they might do like a trivia night or a bingo or something like that to see if that brings in some more people. The good news for us is they will be paying the $100 fee that is outlined in our food truck policy. In addition, they plan on introducing what they're saying is a special Brentwood Park beer tap. And we will receive 10% of all sales of that beer that is poured every night, and that will go into the Brentwood Park Maintenance and Liquidity Fund. So approval for this is in consent under the special use permit. We are excited about it, and we hope it could be a partnership that is beneficial to both us and Urban Chestnut for a long time.
Anybody care to make that motion?
So moved.
Right? All right, and so we have a motion to approve the Urban Chestnut pop-up events in Brentwood Park Family Fun Nights Partnership. Any discussion on that? Okay, all in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you.
Thank you.
Next up is the consent agenda. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 items under there. Do we have any questions about any of the items on the consent agenda? If not, yes, Alderman Goode.
Point of clarification regarding the CID Board of Directors appointments.
Yes.
This is just for the CID that was founded in 2007 for the western section, correct? Not the current. Okay,
Correct.
thank you.
Okay, any other questions? If not, the chair would entertain a motion to approve the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Plufka? Alderwoman Tice?
Yes.
Alderwoman Gold?
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims?
Yes.
Alderman Gould?
Yes.
Alderwoman Harder? Alderman Meyer?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Down to old business, which we have none. And so jump down to new business. First up is resolution number 1592. Can we get a reading of resolution 1592 by title only, please?
Resolution.
Oh, okay.
Don't need to read those.
Thank you. And who is presenting on this? Is that Michelle?
Good evening. So near the end of last year, we initiated kind of a continuation of the project we had done previously for a communications audit and plan. We continued and issued an RFQ for a comprehensive logo and branding initiative. Those RFQs closed on January 15th. We received 22 submissions, so we started the lengthy process with help from a review committee of reviewing all of those qualifications. We did interviews, we collaborated with the communications committee. We brought in 3 firms to do final presentations to the communications committee, and then we decided upon a company called Destination by Design. And so we are asking that you authorize us to enter into an agreement with Destination by Design for a comprehensive logo and branding initiative for the city.
Questions? Not, I would.
Make a motion to approve Resolution 1592.
I second.
Any discussion? Yeah.
Just as the committee chair,
Yes,
I'll
please.
just make a few comments. I'm excited for the progress that we've made. I'm excited for the due diligence that you and staff have done with this. You know, this is something we've discussed as a board at several times over the past many years, and we've taken our time to do things right and make the right decisions. You know, the reality is that Brentwood is a small community that's surrounded by a lot of other municipalities that are competing for a lot of people to live here and come here and develop here and have their businesses here. And so staying current with branding is really kind of like infrastructure that attracts those type of people. So I think doing this right has some sustainable longevity for it. And we should be able to enjoy the results of this for many years to come across all departments to keep it consistent. So appreciate all the work you've done.
Anything else? Mr. City Attorney, with it being a resolution, do we need a roll call?
No.
Okay. All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. For the passage of the resolution 1592. Thank you. Next up is resolution number 1593. And is Dan, who's presenting on that? Here he is.
This item is a retaining wall at the corner of Russell and Collier. It was brought up to Public Works Committee a couple times. The initial wall design is just a poured concrete wall, about 18 inches tall. looks like the wall that had already been poured to the east of there, part of the TAP project. The owner asked us to look into blocks, like a Versalock block wall. I put that price in there. It's roughly $33,000 versus $17,000, which is the poured concrete. They also asked us to look into tinted concrete and a form liner to make it look like brick. Those are add-ons as well. It would be another $9,100 to do that. The committee supported just going back to the basic poured concrete wall. So the contract with J.E. Novak is for $17,283.21, and that's the basic 18-inch tall wall that would wrap from the western edge of the driveway over along Russell and then taper down at Collier.
Entertain a motion to approve Resolution 1593.
Make a motion to approve.
Okay, any discussion? All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Next up is Resolution 1594. And
This item, thank you, Mayor, is the development agreement between the City of Brentwood and Extra Space of Brentwood, Missouri, LLC.
yeah, we can't hear you very well. Thank you.
The project would involve construction of a multi-story, climate-controlled self-storage facility with first-floor retail, surface parking, related improvements, and monument sign within the Manchester Road Corridor redevelopment agreement. The agreement is tied to the broader Manchester Road Corridor redevelopment plan and is intended to help transition the existing extra space storage facility at 8524 Manchester Road out of self-storage usage. The city would use Chapter 100 taxable industrial revenue, but the bonds would not be a general debt or obligation of the city. You may ask, what is Chapter 100 taxable industrial revenue bond? It authorizes cities and counties to issue industrial development bonds to finance a wide variety of commercial facilities and equipment, and to offer real and/or personal property tax abatement, sales tax exemption on construction materials, and sales tax exemption on tangible personal property. The project would receive a 20-year partial tax abatement on improvements, not the land. Pilot payments would be 25% of applicable taxes for the first 15 years, then 50 for the final 5 years. The company must meet deadlines for permits, construction start, and project completion. Missing those deadlines could trigger 100% pilot payments and termination. On transition, and we have with us tonight the legal counsel representing, is that you, ESS? Scott Riley? If you have, and Joel Oliver with Halo, should the board have questions for
Okay,
either one
and
of
just to put this into context, either our city administrator or city attorney, if you could, just for the folks that are watching, what are we talking about in layman's terms here? Where is this going to be?
Where's
This-
the
It will
project?
be
Go
on
ahead.
the eastern end of Manchester and Hanley Road.
So those lots that have been vacant
It's vacant currently.
for however long, used to have the Memphis Best
Right.
on it, as well as the Burger King. And I know back in my days when I was on planning and zoning with Alderman Plufka back in 2008, the city was considering putting a bank there, and that fell through.
It's one thing to date yourself, it's another one to bring me with you.
So that property has been vacant for probably close to 20 years. And so here is a project that we're talking about is new construction down there over what has been termed an eyesore over the years. We had a wood fence along there for a number of years, and it has been, best way to put it is an eyesore. So what we're talking about here is a way to help fund the construction of a new building there. Okay.
And
City
it
Attorney,
is
you have
impor-
anything else?
It is important to note, this is approval of the development agreement. The applicant will go through a separate process for planning and zoning, for conditional use permit approval, site plan approval, and that will be a separate approval process. But as we mentioned, Joel and Scott are here if the board has any.
Okay. Do we have any questions? Any questions for the applicant or Mr. Riley, the attorney? Okay, if not, Chair would entertain a motion to approve Resolution 1594.
So moved.
Second?
Any discussion? Okay, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. And so we will move on. Next item is Bill number 6611. Can we get a first read by title only, please?
Bill number 6611, an ordinance adopting and enacting a new code of ordinances of the city of Brentwood, establishing the same, providing for the repeal of certain ordinances not included therein, except as herein expressly provided, providing for the manner of amending such code of ordinances, providing penalty for the violation thereof, and providing when this ordinance shall become effective.
Are you presenting on this, Mr. City Attorney?
I am. So every year, the state legislature adopts various statutes that impact municipalities, and then it's important for the municipality to update their code of ordinances to conform with state statutes, because although we can have regulations which are separate from state statutes, we can't have ordinances which are different or in violation of the state statutes. So this is a bit of housekeeping because these are the 2024 amendments. There was some delay, and it really was in large part based on discussions that I was having with our code provider about compliance and some requirements. We finally worked all those out. So this adopts certain changes which were tied to the 2024 legislative session, and the practice of our code provider is to basically repeal the entire code of ordinances and adopt a new. So that is what we're doing. You will probably see a 2025 version of this in the coming months, and then after the 26th legislative session is over, probably leading into early 2027. We'll do it one more time, and then we'll be up to speed.
Okay, thank you. And do we have any questions about that? Again, we've done this before, and because we are in the summer months and because I don't think this is particularly, I don't think it's problematic at all, we would like to have a second read on that tonight. So we get a motion to that effect.
Motion.
Second?
Okay, motion is for a second read of Bill number 6611. Any discussion on that motion? If not, all those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Thank you. Mr. City Attorney, can we get a second read by title only, please?
Bill number 6611, an ordinance adopting and enacting a new code of ordinances of the city of Brentwood, establishing the same, providing for the repeal of certain ordinances not included therein, except as herein expressly provided, providing for the manner of amending such code of ordinances, providing penalty for the violation thereof, and providing when this ordinance shall become effective.
Thank you. Chair would entertain a motion to perfect Bill number 6611 into ordinance form.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to perfect. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Plufka. Alderwoman Tice.
Yes.
Alderwoman Gold.
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims.
Yes.
Alderman Gould.
Yes.
Alderwoman Harder.
Yes.
Alderman Meyer.
Yes.
Bill number 6611 is hereby passed and now becomes ordinance number 5235.
Thank you. Drops us down to Bill number 6612. Could we get a first read by title only, please?
Thank you. Bill number 6612, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute an intergovernmental agreement on behalf of the city of Brentwood, Missouri, with the cities of Brentwood, Clayton, Maplewood, and Shrewsbury for the battalion chief training officer to provide coordinated fire training services.
Thank you. Chief?
Good evening. Thanks for the opportunity to present. Our training facility, as we had mentioned previously, adopting the mantra, if you build it, they will come. So since the tower has become active in April, we have had other agencies that have been requesting to join the Central Core Training Division through various partnerships to actually utilize the tower. because of circumstances outside of the fire department's control, the city of Brentwood, we were the last ones to get this agreement between the other owner cities. But in your submitted packages under Exhibit A is the actual IGA that Shrewsbury has agreed to with the price per head. Essentially, our ask is to have Brentwood sign on with the other owner cities to enter into the agreement to allow the Fire Training Commission to execute this agreement and bring on Shrewsbury as a partner. And due to the other 3 cities already signing, this being a July 1 potential start date and our summer meeting schedule, we respectfully request 2 readings tonight.
All right, any questions? Alderman Plufka.
Not so much a question as a comment. This is great news for the city, and it's happening sooner on a faster scale than on a faster timeline than we even thought it was going to happen. And there's going to be more of these agreements. The combined training facility is an attractive and I think cost-effective way for a number of municipalities who don't have good access to training of this type to get it. And I think we're going to be asked to ratify agreements like this going forward, at least for the next year. And multiple numbers of communities are going to be lining up. So
I'm aware of one that's in the works right now for another city, and then we've also had some inquiries from St. Charles County.
Yeah.
Yes. Wow. It was like really.
Yep.
So, yeah.
So I just want to make that comment, and if it's appropriate, I'd make a motion for a second read.
Okay, we got a motion for a second and a and a second on that motion. Any discussion on that? All those in favor, please indicate by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Motion carries. Mr. City Attorney, could we get a second read by title only, please?
Bill number 6612, an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute an intergovernmental agreement on behalf of the city of Brentwood, Missouri, with the cities of Brentwood, Clayton, Maplewood, and Shrewsbury for Battalion Chief Training Officer to provide coordinated fire training services.
Thank you. Chair would entertain a motion to perfect Bill number 6612 into ordinance form.
So moved.
Second.
Hey, we have a motion and a second. Any discussion? Roll call, please.
Alderman Plufko?
Yes.
Alderwoman Tice?
Yes.
Alderwoman Gold?
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims? Alderman Gould?
Yes.
Alderwoman Harder?
Yes.
Alderman Meyer?
Yes.
Bill number 6612 is hereby passed and now becomes ordinance number 5236.
Thank you. And the final thing under new business is Bill number 6613. Can we get a first? Wait, is that on there? Yes, but can we get a first read by title only, please? Sorry.
Yes, Bill number 6613, an ordinance approving the OMCI reimbursement program agreement with Metropolitan St. Louis Sewer District, MSD, for the Stormwater Master Plan project.
Yeah, as was talked about in the title, this is for the Stormwater Master Plan. So MSD collected money through the OMCI funds. Operations, Maintenance, Construction, and Improvement is the acronym. They agreed that they would reimburse the city up to $125,219. That's what it's capped at. The project was a little over $160,000, but we're going to get the majority of it back by signing the agreement, giving them the canceled checks and copies of the invoices. But there's an agreement that's part of this that needs to be executed as well, and we're trying to expedite it with the summer schedule as well.
So you're wanting a second read on this as well?
Correct.
Okay. Any questions? Alderman Goad.
I would like to request that we delay the second reading until next meeting, so Public Works has an opportunity to further discuss.
Okay.
Public Works for discussion, if that's
Okay.
agreeable at all.
I don't know that we need a motion for that. I think we actually need a motion for a second read. So, but do we have any discussion, any questions about the actual, about the bill itself?
I'll just expand on what Alderwoman Gould Gould thing said. There was some discussion that she thoughtfully brought up at that meeting about whether this reimbursement should then come back to us and be held for other stormwater projects, but we didn't fully discuss that. It just sort of came up at the meeting, and so she had a great suggestion to send it back, and so that's why she's doing it now, to answer the question.
Alderman Plufka.
That was my question.
Okay. Any other questions for Dan or anybody else with staff? If not, you have heard Dan's request for or Dan, are you still wanting a second read tonight?
It can wait. We've waited this long. I mean, the money's there. It's just a matter of, when do you want it? It's due to be released whenever we send them the paperwork. So
Okay.
it can wait another month.
Well, I think that's probably the easiest way to do it. There's not even a request for a second read tonight. So, great, we will take that up for a second read at the July meeting. Thank you. That brings us down to, that's it on the new business. It brings us down to citizen comments. Anybody in the public care to address the board? Bless you, bless you. Now's the time to do so. Just come to the podium. Do we have anybody online?
No.
Okay, thank you. We do have a request to go into closed session pursuant to RSMO 610.021 subsection 12. Can we get a motion to that effect, please?
So moved. And to adjourn therefrom.
And to adjourn therefrom, thank you. Okay, any discussion on that? Okay, roll call, please.
Alderman Plufka?
Yeah.
Alderwoman Tice?
Yes.
Alderwoman Gold?
Yes.
Alderwoman Sims?
Yes.
Alderman Gould?
Yes.
Alderwoman Harder?
Yes.
Alderman Meyer?
Yes.
Motion passed.
Okay, thank you.